Morning. Happy Monday. It's gonna be a happy Monday. Normally I hate when people say happy Monday, but we're gonna make it a happy Monday. I gotta be honest, your girl is feeling very, 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 very strange this morning. Normally Mondays for me. Hi, how's everybody doing? Good morning. How is everyone doing? Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's feeling well. Come on in. This is our rebuke and our reclaim Monday. We jumped this off last week. It was wonderful. I loved it. Y'all loved it. You asked for more. Hey, Aaron Ashley, how are you? Come on in. Are y'all ready to rebuke and reclaim? I am because I don't like starting the week like this. Your girl. Oh, and for the heart. Thank you. Thank you for liking the lives. Oh, my girl Empowers is here. D the Queen is here. D, you had me cracking up, girl. You sent me a video that had me rolling. Somebody called y'all stunt queen in chief on a video. D sent me this video. Y'all look at the videos your people, your sisters send you. It's a group of y'all on here now. I feel like y'all are like my second sister group chat in terms of the videos and stuff that y'all send me. And it really cracks me up. It makes me laugh. Y'all make me happy, especially when, like mitigating factors like come in here, like things like, oh, I don't know, perimenopause. Oh, things like this constant fire hose of news cycles. Things like, your kid wanting to go to the prom when they're a sophomore and you having to like go back and speak with the ancestors on whether or not should you break the line of saying no to letting the sophomores go to prom. Because in my family, I told my daughter, I was like, I need you to understand you the first girl in this family that's been allowed to like go to prom. I'm telling you, like to let you go to prom as a sophomore, because it was like a hard and fast rule and all the stress. Tariffs on the movies. D, say something about that. Would you give me more information on that? Would you like to come up and tell us about that? I'm experimenting with doing some multi-guest. I'm trying to learn how to like do multi-guest and multi-host. So let me know. So that means I'm gonna have to look that up, D, if you don't come up here. Tariffs on the movies? They putting that's because Sinners is #1 at the box office. If that's what that is, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into conspiracy theories first thing this morning. Hey, Winter Noel, do you know you have one of the most beautiful names? You have one of the most beautiful handles, Winter Noel. I don't know if that's your real name. 100% on any media. 100% on any media made overseas. Let's just go ahead and get into what we're going to rebuke and reclaim, because that was one of the first things I wrote on here that I wanted to rebuke was this crazy news that y'all stunt queen. Did y'all know I made a video on it? Y'all know Aaron Parnas blew up my Substack yesterday talking about the stunt queen in chief wants to reopen Alcatraz. Alcatraz, y'all, while they made mad that an original Black film is doing numbers. I'm telling you, that's what it is, because he's still killing it. I can't wait to see what the final numbers are out of this. I love when Black art makes money. Our art is just as valid whether or not we're earning from it, but ooh, when it makes money. Ooh, as I fan myself with a blank check. It makes me happy. It makes me excited. Y'all made me happy already. I woke up in a bit of a funk, y'all. I have not been right since coming back from vacation. Like the time changes and stuff, like, and the all that was happening, like with this major like new moon. Like, so your girl has been feeling out of it. I've been feeling very strange. And I realized, oh girl, like your process is, so many writers and filmmakers have been inspired because of Sinners. I have too. I'm making content of like follow-up content on that. Thank you for saying that. And it should have activated something in so many of us that are Black, and our ancestral lineage is Black, it is African. It should have. That one scene on the dance floor when Sammy and they start talking about conjuring the spirits from past, present, past and future, it should have woken something us enough. Winter Noel, thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna try to see if I can get back to. I used to be able to people's comments like so easy. And now it's very, very difficult. I'm not sure what exactly is happening with that. Maybe it means I need to update the app. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome in. This is Rebuke and Reclaim Monday. It's our sacred weekly moment where we clear out the mess, the madness, and the microaggressions for the last week. So we, as Black women of the 92%, can walk into this week clean, confident, and in command. And wherever you are, I hope you enjoy any snippet of this. But if you want to get into this energy, but you can't right now because you at work, I understand. We're gonna have the replay up. The replay. Hey, D, D the Queen. I love seeing you, and I love seeing you, your avatar with that beautiful yellow dress on the crown, on the throne. I have to tell you, it resonates something very personal in me, and I really love it. I love to see it. Um, Y'all, we have to do this. We have to do things like this, like first thing on Monday, and it's important for us to do them in community. That's literally the first thing I said to myself this morning. I slept in late, except I didn't really sleep in. I picked up my phone and just started scrolling, which is not that I don't love being on here and being in community with my people via this beautiful digital portal. I consider myself, in addition to being a thought leader and a content creator for Black women of the 92%. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Hallie Q. I'm the creator of the Hey, it's Hallie Q podcast. The latest episode is live, and it's about what we're going to be talking about, like weathering the storm and how Black women are weathering the storm. We are the original storm riders. The episode is up. It is available every place you enjoy listening to podcasts. The video version is up. But it's so important to do this because we can't receive divine downloads. We can't strategize and outline and create a new political strategy. Thank you all. And thank you for coming in. Thank you. Oh my God, 2,000 hearts already. Y'all are already giving us the hearts and the energy. Thank you so much. I love y'all so much. I appreciate it so much. And I'm sending it right back to you. That was the first thing I said to myself this morning. Girl, you are out of sorts. So what makes you feel good? How am I, I think to myself, how am I not living up to what I say and what I communicate to and what I receive from other Black women at the 92%? That's how I know something's up and I know something's like off with me. How am I not living what it is that I say? How is it that I'm not living what it is I create and I put out here? And I'm like, oh, right. Putting my homegirl Linus said this earlier. I was just in one of Linus's lives. Y'all need to follow Linus. She's a friend, a member of the community. We know each other from Clubhouse days. She talks a lot about holistic health for us that are for women, those of us that are in midlife. And she was talking about putting our self-care on the front burner. We all know how it works, and follow her, Linus. Literally, if you go look under like who's a part of my community, you type in LYNNIS, you're gonna find her, follow her. She's amazing. I was also listening to Dr. Lisa this morning, and it reminds me, yeah, what makes me feel good? It's not necessarily being on the phone scrolling on the apps. It's being in community with Black women, because that's who my timeline is Black women. Black women are either making me laugh, they're entertaining me, they're informing me, they're teaching me. And this morning they kind of gathered me. Yep, called out today, was not in my purest energy, needed to recharge. So welcome and share the live out. When I post it up, share it with somebody, enjoy it later. Girl, listen to it while you at work. I just got myself those earphones. I'm gonna show them to y'all later. Y'all know those little earphones that look like earrings? I messed around and ordered the wrong color. I wanted silver, but I got purple. Anyway, I love listening to things that are restorative and just somebody to share it the live. Thank you. I love listening to something and learning. It's one of the reasons I podcast. I'm a podcaster. Y'all know the name of the podcast is Hey, it's Hallie Q. So let's get into it. We cannot receive these spiritual and divine downloads. We can't care for our bodies, because I'm about to get in the gym. I actually have a little timer set. So when y'all start hearing buzzers and bells, that's because one of the things I realized was I've been making so much content, focusing on the podcast and then traveling. I haven't been working out. I haven't been in my strength training classes. Hallie Q, you wanna on a reducing and a not necessarily weight loss, but a strength and flexibility journey. And I ain't been in the gym like I'm supposed to be. No wonder I'm feeling crazy. Like, no wonder I am. So here we are. You all definitely come follow me, the podcast, over on the Substack, get into the experience on YouTube. And let's get going. Let's get going with what we're rebuking this Monday, at least what I'm letting go of. And please take and receive all of this. Ooh, what did D say? D said, I'm rebuking things that are not serving my personal energy. Yes. Let's rebuke the legacy news cycle, the trauma scroll, the anxiety algorithm. Let us release that and rebuke that this morning, because it got me. Okay. I rebuke Anything that is coming in from the outside that is trying to keep me activated, outraged, and exhausted. Every time. If the headlines do not exactly what you just said. Girl, let me go back and just read exactly what you just said. D said, rebuking things that are not serving my personal energy. If the headlines do not feed our spirit, let's not let it enter our space. Y'all know what we're gonna do right now. I just got the nicest incense. This is y'all know my business, my actual business. It's an astrology and a tarot entertainment business. Like I do events. I was just at Mills College. They're my new favorite. They're my new favorite client. I love them. The kids set up these like beautiful tents and setups for me. They do different themes. I feel like I walk in like this priestess. Anyway, that is my business. So that's my business. I don't talk about it that much on this channel, but one of the places that I do appearances, it's this beautiful jewel box of a shop. And and so there's always like these little extras and freebies and stuff. And so I would like to light this. And let's go ahead and cleanse. And I want to find where my little lighter is, because y'all, you can smoke and sage and cleanse your phone, your computer, whatever you like to use, whatever your ancestral, whatever your people. If it's sweetgrass in Mississippi, a lot of times it was pine. We would use like pine needles to like smudge stuff. And I love incense. And now I'm wondering who came in here and touched. Who came in here and touched mommy's little flamethrower? I don't see it. Okay. Heads will roll. Heads will roll. Like Beyonce said, somebody getting fired. Somebody's getting fired. Did you see my girl? They say this is one of the best performances she has ever given. It is so funny that we get to see her performances just for like on the internet. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I can make my way to Houston. Oh, you all, thank you so much. It's Cap here. Hey, Cap. Your video is ready, Cap. I promise I'm gonna get it out to you today. We are rebuking and reclaiming, and the first thing we're rebuking is this anxiety algorithm. Okay, we have to remember, like as Black women, we don't have to be on alert. All right. We're not everyone else's emotional power plant. And I'm remembering that. I'm remembering that this week because I got to tell y'all, I woke up not feeling, your girl woke up not feeling her best. And I do not like that. I can't tell y'all how much I don't like that. But the wonderful part of being the age and experience I am as a Black woman of the 92% is I know how to change things. I know all I got to do to change things is change things. I know all I have to do to go from feeling discombobulated, unorganized. Hey, oh, allergies got you fried. Cat. Allergies can be debilitating to the spirit. I have severe allergies myself, Kat. Thank goodness. And every time I move someplace, it takes me a smooth year to get acclimated. Oh my gosh, I feel you. I'm sorry for that because like your allergies can make you legit feel sick one day. Hey, Kitcha, hey, and y'all say good morning to each other. Be following each other. And there is the DH. Let me let him know that I am live, y'all. 1 second. Let me let him know that I am live. Give me just a second, but Cap, I feel for you with those allergies. I truly, truly, truly do. All right, so now he knows that. Okay, so that's done and dusted. So listen, continue to let me know what is going on. What are you rebuking? What are you muting? What are you deleting this week? Put it in the chat because then we could all put some collective energy behind us. And if we know anything as Black women of the 92%, we understand the power of our collective energy. Do we not? I do. That's why I'm here. If y'all don't understand the power of our collective energy, I'm doing something wrong. I need to amp it up a little bit. I need to be podcasting more and getting more out there. I promise I will do that. Our collective energy, we can do anything with it. Kisha Michelle, like your little hey with a little hand was down at the bottom for the past like 2 or 3 minutes. My God. And that made me so happy to see it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it. Muting energy vampires. Yes. So much of how they try to keep us still trapped in a slave mentality is by energetically attacking us all the time. That's what all these messages are coming out of all these executive orders. Like, I hereby decree you will now be beating children in schools again. Do y'all know I was telling my daughter, my daughters look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them these stories. I was like, y'all know we used to get paddled in school. My little private school children were like, Mommy. Like they be looking at me like I'm crazy. They'd be like, Mommy. Y'all know mommy's a Leo. She's extra. I'm like, no. Like one of my daughters was like, once like, how would they hit you? Like the concept of it, they can't comprehend. I was like, they would put your name on a board on the chalkboard, like which they also don't understand because the idea of you being called out to be shamed in a classroom is something like they can't comprehend. Hallelujah. Thank you for the blessing of me being able to send my kids to school where that's their reality. But like, yeah, these decrees come out and they come out because it's energy vampirism. It's doing things to keep us scared, to keep us afraid. And that's like the thing I'm rebuking. Number three, thank you. The mighty thank you. Thank you for a little lightning bolt. I like that this morning. We do not exist to be on alert. We as beautiful cat, thank you. We as beautiful Black women of the 19%, we are not here to be people's emotional power plants. And I want y'all to think of that literally. Y'all, we talk about the Matrix a lot. You remember the part in the Matrix where Neo's eyes are open, Morpheus is explaining, and he's saying, "Nah, humans, none of this is real. You're in a cocoon. They're using you as a battery. They'll do that any way they can, and what we need to use these portals for what we need to use these portals for this digital way of being a community. We did that. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming in and get your daily heart. Thank you all for like tapping the hearts and getting the energy on. I appreciate it so much. What is my nationality? I am American. I be hating to claim being American these days. Sometimes I wish I could claim anything else, but because I'm Black and I love being Black, that's the that's what we do. I'm Black. I'm a Black woman from Southern Mississippi. Believe it or not. Don't let the clipped California. I've been living in California a long time, like fool you. But that is who I am. So that is what we're muting. That is what we are deleting this week. I would also, for those of us, and I know if you're tuning in to talk to me, I love like looking at analytics. And I'm like, who's showing up to see me? Like when you figure, I don't know, it doesn't say like Black, white, Latin. It doesn't say that, but I know my community is Black women. But when it tells me the age range, I'm just like, my people, my women, we are here of a certain age. We are Gen X. We are elder millennials. Some of us are even boomers. I'm so happy we're together. So I'm telling you what I am personally rebuking, and I'm rebuking the menopause myth. I rebuke the myth that this chapter makes me slower, smaller, or less radiant because your girl has been walking around crazy. There's something going on with my knee. So I'm literally just, my knee is stiff, like I'm walking around crazy. And as a dancer, do y'all like the green? I decided to go for green for bar class today. So as a dancer, that really hurts my spirit. And then I tell myself, girl, you're getting older. It's okay. Things hurt. And then I'm like, am I though? Are we as Black women? Because everything says to the contrary that that's the case with Black women in general. Like we know that Black don't crack. We know that melanin is its own. Melanin is our own vibranium. It's like it's its own element in our body. And again, I'm letting go of like, yeah, no, I'm not slower, smaller. I'm not less radiant. This is not the end of our book. There's a woman of Asian descent on the TikTok, and she talks about this being our second spring. It's not the decline, it's the bloom. Melanin is magic. We are ageless. Did the queen tell him? Ageless goddesses. I claim nothing less for us. Yes, ma'am. I'm so happy I decided to start doing this on Monday, rebuke and reclaim. Thank you all for joining me with it. Do you see what the energy of the collective does? Y'all continue to let me know. Type it in there. Let me know what it is you're rebuking and you're claiming. What you're rebuking. If you see something that somebody has written that says, I'm rebuking this, I'm rebuking that, and you agree with them, at them, high five them, heart them, say me too, say same. That's one of my favorite things to say. Y'all notice my comments on different apps are not necessarily, because really I'm just like me, you, same. Agreed. Like 100%. Sometimes Reiki Master Allison is here. Hello. Good morning. We're rebuking, we're reclaiming, and I'm rebuking what you came in on, Allison. And everybody, don't worry. Over on the tube, that is you. I'm going to put up an entire replay of this. I'm telling y'all, we need this on Monday mornings because I woke up sideways. You know how sometimes you wake up and you get out of bed? There used to be like a medication that showed somebody getting out of bed and they were immediately like walking around like this. That is how I got to bed. Hey, love. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning, Allison. Good morning. Good morning. Rebuking the idea that 53 means to slow down and just get old. Indeed, I am 52 myself. I will be turning 53 this July. Shout out to Leo. And so I told myself this morning, I was like, you don't feel right, girl. So activate what you got to do. I went downstairs. I had my collagen. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be on the phone, and as a content creator, you just have to be on the phone. Like you're in front of your screens, you're thinking, you're planning. I mean, I do a lot of thinking, planning, and note taking, but a lot of times, thank you so much for coming on in and getting that daily heart me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Mwah. And hearts and flowers to everybody this morning. Hearts and flowers to everybody this morning. I am so angry I cannot light my incense because I wanted to do a little cleanse on our phones. But let's remember this. This is not the decline. Exactly. This is not the thank you, Aaron. This is not the decline. This is the bloom. Y'all remember last month when I was talking about Black women being in bloom? It is springtime. The garden is planted. Cap, I planted the garden. I planted kale, 2 kinds of lettuces, 2 kinds of zucchini, 4 tomato plants. Artichoke, we killed our artichoke plant. I don't know if artichokes like die after a while. We had that artichoke plant for 10 years. I don't know what happened. These big, pretty globe artichokes. So Black women, like the garden, are in bloom. We rebuke the idea that 53 means to slow down and just get old. That is true. I'm gonna go dance today. I'm gonna be listening to all the remixes. I'm listening to all the naughty songs the kids have out now. That song "Worst Behavior" featuring Kehlani. That's Alex Hughes kind of music. I like that music. That's like, I know the young people making it, but it's grown and sexy. So put that one on your playlist for intimate moments. I'm telling y'all, that's a good one. I burned a little Palo Santo all over your phone. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait to try this incense. I love incense, by the way. Y'all know I'm a Leo sun, Sagittarius moon. And there's always this discussion as to whether or not it's Taurus ascendant or Aries ascendant. I feel more Taurus ascendant, but there is so much fire in my chart. I love burning things. My husband's like, with your personal altars and stuff, because I love you. You're the most magical person I know. Please do not burn down our house. Like, because I am constantly burning candles. My sister is a spiritual chandler, so I'm always burning stuff. And I'm really sorry I couldn't do like a little cleanse on our phone, but that is okay. As long as we're remembering that we are in bloom, we are creating, we are connected to the earth. Our bodies are wise. We're Black women of the 92%. Our pace is sovereign. We know how to move. We know how to, Allison, thank you. We know how to move. And if we need to go slow, that's because slowness is required. Doesn't mean we're slowing down. It just means that we're in tune with what our pace is supposed to be. Our body is telling you, no, walk slow, walk slow. Connect, plant. Thank you, Aaron, for making this popular. Y'all know I appreciate that. Pop, I wish I could sing. If I could sing, y'all would be so through with me. I would never talk. I would sing all the time. I think it's amazing Beyonce ever talks to us because literally I would be singing everything. Let us remember that our glow is internal and it's eternal. And I would love if everyone wrote in the chat. I would love this. I love this. I love doing it like an impromptu mantra. I'd love for us to say, I am not slowing down. I'm ripening. How about that? Because we juicy. We're juicy over here. Okay. We're full of juice. Ain't nobody slowing down. I love the way this young one, she seems very young. I don't know if she's actually, I don't know. I need to find her and like tag her when I repost this. I don't know if she looks very young. She looks like a young woman. She does not look like she's in midlife, but she talks about this Asian concept of like second spring. So we are reclaiming that. So I'm rebuking all this stuff about peri and the menopause and that meaning that just because I'm at the age and experience that I am in life, that I'm slowing down. No, I'm vintage. How about that? We are not slowing down. We're ripening. Imagine being born with all of the knowledge you already have. That's what the second half is like. That is so smart, Chantal. It is the most wonderful and frustrating thing because we know the answers now. I swear, there's so much of what I'm doing now. I'm just like, I love talking to women of my own age, but I pray some of it trickles down to these younger ones because you want to be like, I've got the answer. I'm trying to tell you. And as a mother, I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And I know what my role is to nurture, to guide, and protect. Because a lot of us were raised without a whole lot of guidance. Just because somebody fussing at you about keeping the kitchen clean is not guidance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's not necessarily guidance. That's some kind of discipline and structure. That's not guidance. Guidance is, yeah, that we hold these rich, unbelievably like potent power centers. And it just, our 20s, the teens, you're just trying to figure that out. That's one of the reasons, y'all, I am, when it comes to my business, like people are going to pay me. Like you're just going to pay me. You don't get anything from me for free without paying me. But you know who can always get something free out of me is young women. Young women. Like if it's a young woman, if you under 23, if you between like 13 and 23, I'm like, just come over here and let Auntie Halleck, let me help you, let me talk to you, let me give this to you, like give this to you, because that's so, so, so important. And so the thing that I'm giving now and I'm passing down is our bodies are wise, our pace is sovereign, the glow is internal and eternal. And just because I'm talking about it in the context of Perry Perry does not mean that this isn't true information that anybody younger than me can take. Oh, what a Capricorn say. It's the same reason. Ooh. Shannon Sharp and Chad O want to spin older versus younger women. Jealousy. Yeah, they're just never going to be able to do it with me. And I want everybody to know this within the sound of my voice that this channel, this is pro love and constant support of our young women. I am not trying to be in competition with anybody younger than me, because why? Like the kids are saying now, we're still going through this. We're still just going through life for the first time the same way our daughters are and our daughters' friends are. Cap, you're absolutely right. I give young women answers to all their questions. I give them the game. Exactly. It is not just love. It's not just wisdom and guidance. It is the game. And we should be passing it down to them. That's what we're supposed to do. So remember, and y'all say it with me, put it in the chat, write it on your phone. You can make Siri say things back to you like a call and response on your phone. I suggest I suggest people try it. I love bringing these practices and rituals into our digital lives. That's one of the reasons I like to think of myself as a digital priestess. And speaking of which, let me reintroduce myself. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. My name is Hallecky Hannah. I am the host and the creator of the Hey It's Hallecky podcast. It is a podcast for Black women of the 92% by a Black woman of the 92%. The latest episode is up. We are storm writers, how Black women are writing the storm, Lord. And here comes Aaron. I messed around and turned my notifications back on. And Aaron Partners, what is he saying now? Aaron, I be having to put Aaron on mute. Like he is one of the only news sources, him and Danny Lime, that like I really kind of rock with. But sometimes I'd be like, Aaron, again, because that was the first thing we're rebuking and reclaiming this morning. We are rebuking and reclaiming the legacy news cycle, that trauma scroll, the anxiety algorithm. They try to keep us, especially I feel Black women, activated, outraged, and exhausted, because when y'all stunt queen in chief is in trouble because some awful numbers are coming out. The bottom is going to be falling out of the oil and gas industry. We are absolutely, there are people that are saying we already in a recession. Somebody who just let me know, somebody just let me know on here this morning, they putting tariffs on all foreign media, which includes movies. This is crazy. Do you ever in St. Pete recently? I think I saw a flyer and thought of you. St. Pete, like St. Petersburg? Nah, I haven't been anywhere close to Florida in a long time. But it may have been my evil twin. She does like to travel the world like me and cause confusion and sow chaos. Good morning, everybody. Make turning on D and D. Who just said that? So I can give you credit for that. Yes, D says make turning on D&D a normal, indeed, event. Oh, hey, Amethyst, I love your name. Okay, I love it when y'all get together and like talk, keep talking. And finally, so the first thing, rebuking the anxiety scroll, the trauma scroll, rebuking the myths about women of our age and experience. And finally, number 3, and this is so important, and this is broad, this is not necessarily rocket science, but I rebuke fear. I rebuke the lie that worry is necessary, productive, or protective. Worrying about stuff don't do nothing for us, Black women. I'm telling you, worrying. You remember my grandma used to say like this saying, like worry your gut into a fiddle string. That doesn't fix anything. Y'all know I have to keep myself from when I talk to my daughters, especially the one that's like gallivanting all over Europe. Hi, hey, lanky Libra in Croatia. This girl has literally been to Croatia and I believe Spain in less than 4 days. These study abroad programs, I don't know if they studying abroad. So I don't know if they studied abroad so much as just gallivanting, but she gets that from her mom. I can't blame her. Love you, baby. I was this close of saying, like, honey, do you want to slow it down a little bit? Because I worry about you. That's not doing anybody any good. The worrying, me doing the worrying, or I mean, it's going to be hard for me to say I don't, that I'm not. That I don't sometimes worry, but somebody said something on here, and I talk about this on the podcast. Y'all enjoy the podcast. Episode 9 is up. It's about the 92% being storm riders. We talk about practical ways and what we're going to do to ride out this crazy storm. The orange clown just insists on churning up, and that we're already in. So y'all get into it. Please enjoy the episode. Download it, share it. Thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you for liking the live and for all of this wonderful energy. Hey, Nicole, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us for Rebuke and Reclaim this week. Finally, we're rebuking fear. We're rebuking worry. Worrying is just worshiping the problem. And did any of us sign up to be worshiping problems? I was not created and put on this earth to worship problems. I worship the divine in myself and in other Black women in our collective. I ain't worshiping no problems. And I'm especially not worrying no problems that the oppressor has decided to make a part of my life. I'm not doing that anymore. That's how they try to keep us mentally enslaved. And we're not doing that anymore. Black women aren't doing it anymore. Me too. I drop all knowledge I have. Thank you. Thank you, Kat. Thank you all so much for joining in. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. I do not bow to peace. That is what we are rebuking. We're rebuking fear and worry. We are not worshiping problems, okay? We are not, because when you focus your energy on it, you manifest things. You do. You create things. You affect your own energetic field. Thank you, Kat. You affect your own energetic field, and we're not doing that anymore. Why? Because we know better, right? When we know better, we're supposed to do better. So I'm never going to bow to fear. Black women are the 92%. Thank you, Dee. We're not gonna bow to fear. We're going to bow to peace. I'll bow to possibility. I bow to the divinity, my own divinity, and the divinity of other Black melanated women. I bow to that, but I'm not bowing to fear. And I would love if you were seriously, if you're done letting fear write your forecast, please, please, please share that. Put it down here. Say it. When we say it, when we write it, it's real. I'm a big believer in that. Okay. And actually, y'all go ahead and type in no fear, because that's how I'm feeling. Okay, we're reclaiming our peace, our power, and our past. Now that we've cleared the air, we've had some beautiful time. Hey, there she is. Vibe Wellness. That's my mutual Linus. Y'all, please, like, Linus really helped get me off to a great start this morning. Here is my protein shake. It is not all plant protein, Linus, but I told you I was gonna get through it. Linus was talking about how much protein women of our age and experience need in the morning. I said, let me get up and go get this. Let me go get this protein shake, Linus. Okay, Linus, reminding me how much protein I'm supposed to have. Okay, first thing in the morning. This is our rebuke and reclaim. This is a hard reset, and your girl has needed it because I have been out of condition. And when I say out of condition, I mean off of my rituals, like off of my routines. It's not right if I'm talking about us doing it and not doing it. And I literally, like I said, I got out of bed sideways and I was like, you know what? What are the things that make me happy and keep me upright? Black women. Like being in community with Black women, taking care of my body. I love my classes. I love my bar classes. I love my dance fitness classes. And even though I am walking with a limp because my knee, that's okay. I'm gonna be there. And And I already feel better, like being in community. And I was like, let me go ahead and do rebuke and reclaim now. I'm not even gonna wait this afternoon. I'm not even gonna wait till the afternoon. We're doing it now. Okay. We're not reacting, we're responding with wisdom, and we don't burn out. We know a huge part of who we are as the 92%, our political strategy, um, our reclaiming, putting ourselves first. Linus had this great term this morning. She described it as, and she was talking about our self care. She talks a great deal about self care. I take a lot of cues from Linus. I had back during our clubhouse days, and I'm so glad that she's here on different apps and different applications so I can still be a part of our community. Yeah, wisdom, knowledge. We need more of that on Beyonce's internet. Thank goodness. And she had this great term, and it was like putting our self-care back on the front burner. We all know how important the front burner is. The thing that's really important to us, the meal that's about to go on the table, is always on the front burner, or the part of the meal, because for me it's rice. Like, I love rice. I'm from Mississippi, so I grew up eating a lot of rice, and the most trouble I ever got into with my grandma was scorching a pot of rice. So my pot of rice is never going to be on the back of the stove unless I'm making gumbo, because then I make that first and the rice is just off to the side, like out of the way. And we like kind of sticky, like it's not like individual grain rice. I like a little sticky rice, like for gumbo. I like the rice to kind of stick together a little bit, I like to kind of overcook it just like a little bit. That's the only time it's on the back of the stove. This is way too much information. And I went off, I went off on a rant. But the purpose was to say that Linus got me thinking about, right, putting all of these things on the front burner. And can you be honest with yourself? Have a timer, because you know what time with your ADD. I know what time I need to get in my car to get to bar class. So that is what we're doing. We're not burning out, we're rebuilding. And maybe we're doing it in a little bit of softness and a little bit of luxury, a little bit of joy. We get that. We get to have that as Black women. That's another reason they hate Duchess Megan so much, because she be doing all this with in luxury, honey. Like in luxury. Showed up at a podcast, zero makeup, in such Leo fashion. I love the way she did this. She was like, yeah, I'm not worried about being liked like anymore. And I love that. I love that so much. And as a part of the 92% movement, we're rebuilding. As my friend Q says, thank you for my Dizzy Bird. Do you know? Thank you. Because I chose the Dizzy Bird on purpose as one of our goals. Because that's how I felt this morning. I was like, I felt like a dizzy, I felt like a dizzy bird. And we are writing this shit with our rebuking and our reclaiming this morning. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're now the number one gifter. Thank you so much for sending that beautiful energy. And y'all, these little things make me smile. I just did a video over on my B-sides channel. I have a second channel, and it's called Halleck B-sides. So y'all, and it's where I'm kind of learning things. I'm practicing different things, like different aspects of like different apps. And so thank you. Oh my gosh. So like thank you for that. And we're gonna actually a little bit later on that other channel, later on this afternoon, I'm gonna be doing co-working and body doubling. If you are neurodivergent the way me and many of my sisters are, like literally sisters in my family, because a lot of it's genetic. Um, I love body doubling and I love co-working, and there's some major things I got to get done for the podcast today. I got to do my morning pages. I'm going to be doing my tarot card pull for myself for the week, where I pull like 7 cards for 7 days. I have a couple of different oracles. I do that. Then I do my artist pages, because I do my morning pages, and I do my little just peak of the week pull for myself in case I start free writing and I'm like, I have nothing to free write about. So then I'm like, oh, let me just focus and meditate and journal on my cards. I'll be doing that later in the afternoon. So if anybody wants to join me for that, you can absolutely join me for it. We're going to be doing 15 to 20-minute sprints where we have one thing we're trying to get done. Also, your girl has got to get her passport renewed today. I hate that we're all on different schedules, because everybody in my family is like different. We're different, like we're different ages, and the kids, and there's different time frames. So it is my turn, and I've got to get that done, along with some other things for the podcast and uploading some snippets. So if anybody wants to body double with me, you can come do that today on my B-sides. So it's Halleck B-sides. So if you want to do that, you can join me today with that, and we're gonna love it. And let's see, right before I say goodbye, all right. You know what we ought to do? What we ought to do is take some breaths in. That's what we ought to do before I get ready to get out of here. So let's think about that. Let's think about that today. Taking a few breaths. Because my energy gets all the way like I told y'all, like I am a human ray of sunshine. I am a ham sandwich and a human ray of sunshine. So sometimes I do need to bring it down. And I think one of the things I'm going to remember today, and I'll think about this morning as I'm doing kind of in the middle of it, as I'm driving, as I'm walking in and out. I try to remind myself to do breath work before I walk in and out of a place. It's just an easy way for me to remember to do it. I'll share this with y'all. Why don't let's try today as we're walking in and out as a simple, easy way to kind of ground and calm down and kind of calm down our central nervous system. I have to do that a lot. Let's, as we inhale, say to ourselves, I am calm. As we exhale, let's say we are clear. As we inhale, let's say we are safe. And as we exhale, let's say that we are free. I am calm. I am clear. I am safe. I am free. I think that's perfect for us as Black women of the 92%. I like that. That's a good one. Let's do that today. Let's do that today. Ah, oh, who just came in? Tinkerbell. Hey, Tinkerbell. Tinkle, tinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I just came in and yes, your caption of rebuking and reclaiming. Yeah, we have a lot to rebuke and reclaim. We do. So let's remember that today, y'all. I'm gonna put that in the I'm gonna put that in my story so we can remember it right before I get ready to run to the gym. So listen, I think we like rebuking and reclaiming on Monday morning. Let's let this be our little sacred Monday morning ritual. I like it. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Hey Monica. Hey Monica. Thank you. Let's, what a wonderful thing to do together. Like clearing the old, claiming the new, walk forward as the divine, radiant beings that we, Black women of the 92%, and our accomplices are. Okay. We get to do this. We get to take this time. And Lord knows I am happy to do it. And this has been such a beautiful exchange. I appreciate y'all so much. Um, I really do. Let's get ready to get this Monday going. I feel so much better having spent time with y'all, my beautiful community, getting the day started than I did when I first woke up because I straight woke up sideways. And now I got to go look up what that commercial was. There was some commercial that used to have that. Cap, thank you so much. Y'all listen to the new episode of the Hey Italiki podcast. It is a podcast for Black women of the 92% by Black women of the 92%. Go listen to it because I can tell right now we about to get a bunch of crazy news from the news. Okay. They're going to be trying to inundate us all day. This is so cute, Cap. I wish you could see this. My husband is out looking at the garden. This is the first year, like it was his idea to do a garden this year, and he wanted us to do it together. And now he is micromanaging the garden. He is inspecting. He is out there. My garden is right over here, out of my window. He is inspecting every plant. I wish y'all could see him. I call it my gentleman caller. There's a French door right here. Sometimes he'll come knock on the door, and I'm like, oh, my gentleman caller's here. This is so cute looking at him. He's checking the irrigation to make sure he's got it right. All right, anyway, so cute. I love y'all so much. We got to go. I literally have 2 minutes before the buzzer's about to start off. Y'all, please listen to the new episode of the podcast. It is available every place that you like to listen to podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music. The video version of the podcast is up on YouTube, and the video version of this live, I streamed live to YouTube this morning too. If y'all want to go check out the replay of the video, I don't have my thumbnails up. I'll get them up later on today. That's one of the things we're going to be doing on the B-sides. I'm going to be working on thumbnails. I got to put up some promo snippets of the podcast. I got to renew my passport. I got to do my morning pages. I got to do my tarot card pull for the day. So we'll be doing that later on in the afternoon at my B-side. Y'all can follow me at the other account, Halaku B-sides, and we can do that together live as well. And y'all, let's remember, we don't. That is so beautiful. It's so wonderful. Y'all are sending me off on the best wave. I love y'all. Okay. We are the beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%. Whom shall we fear? Okay. And this week we are rebuking the noise. We reclaim the power. There's the alarm. All right. I'm going to be honest with myself. We are rebuking the noise. We are reclaiming our power, and we're rising as a collective of beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women. Let's go out here and get it. They're going to really try us this week, but that's okay. We've been tried before, and we laugh in the face of. All right. We laugh in the face of. All right. And I'm going to I'm going to put in our inhalations and our exhalations, our little bit of breath work in my stories. I love y'all like play cousins. And like I say, every single time I sign off on the podcast, to the beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%, all the love in my heart. And also to our supporters and our followers, people that support Black women resting, reclaiming, rebuilding, reinvesting. We rock with y'all. Welcome. And to everybody else, and thank you for those hearts as we say goodbye. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you all so much. And to everyone else, I want y'all to have the day that you voted for. I mean that. I mean it. I love y'all. Let's get out there and get it. Okay. And I'll be checking my DMs. I'll be checking my messages. I love y'all. All right. And so I'll see y'all out there. Come join me and co-work with me and body double with me. I'm gonna have some good music going to. Y'all come hang out with me later on this afternoon at Hallow Q B-Sides. All right. Love y'all. Bye.